Hello, this is David with entry number 1062, I think, 52. I'm here in the apartment. Today is the 16th of December, and therefore it is my birthday. It feels, every year, as with any age, creep is an issue. And by creep, I mean taken taken objectively or subjectively, age is inconsequential. You kind of just do it every year, and you don't really ever think about like the difference, any difference. But taken objectively, age is a huge deal. You don't feel older year to year, but taken over the expanse of 5 to 10 years, you do start to feel a lot older with every chunk of years passes you by. And right now, to be honest, I feel the same as I did when I was in my early 20s. 20, 21, 22, 23. It doesn't feel any different. I feel pretty much the same. What's weird to me is the fact that, let's see, 5 years ago was the time I went to Korea, and I was like 24, I guess. That's weird to me. 5 years ago? That's weird. But, it's not, it's nothing, it's not a big deal. I think next year will be a bigger deal because 30 is kind of a milestone kind of thing. That's a bigger number. 30 is getting there. And, I think by the time I hit 35, I'm going to have to, maybe next year I'll set some goals for myself, because 35 is about, I would ping it right at about middle-aged. That's like your first, maybe 37. That's like your first year of being middle-aged. And that's creepy to me, that's like 6 years away. And I think that's pretty much the only thing I'm really kind of stressed about in my like long-term life. I do quite like being independent at the moment. The fact that although I'm renting, this is all kind of mine. It's not I'm not kind of dependent on anyone at the moment, which I'm very happy about. I do like my life here in Japan a lot, and I've talked about it a lot, especially in the Korea episodes. But there's a certain intoxication that you feel when you're living abroad, especially doing ESL work in Asia. Is a certain comfort. If you know Elysium, or the island of lotus eaters from the Odyssey, it's a kind of like contentment, the danger of contentment, the danger of when there's no threat, when we just are kind of comfortable. What it kind of fosters a kind of dangerous malaise, as I would call it. You're not really thinking about problems of the future. You're just kind of focused on how you're focused on how you don't have any problems, and in that way you can kind of float. And that's where those chunks of years start to accumulate very quickly, and where you were once young, you quickly fall into a sandpit where you kind of age very rapidly. And I don't want that. That's kind of something I know, is I would really rather prefer not not to do that. So that's why I'm saying by next year I'm gonna have to set some kind of parameters for the forthcoming years of my life, because really when you hit 30, that's when, I'm just saying, in my opinion, that's when you should really start to have some progression, like real progression, real tangible progression. And at the moment, I'm not entirely, I'm not entirely kind of accepting of where I'm at. So, although I love where I'm at, like when I think about it long term, it kind of scares me. So, anyway, that's it for today. It's a good birthday. It's nice and cold. It's not crazy cold. It's in the 50s, so I'm pretty happy about that. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye.